Hey guys, it's Annie, Creative.Cliche. In today's video, I filmed this half-dead makeup tutorial. Yeah. So before we get into it, if you guys don't follow me over on Instagram, I'll have it linked somewhere up here for you. I do post looks over there every single day, and I do post videos on here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you want to subscribe, please subscribe. And yeah, if you want to see my half-dead look, then keep watching. Okay guys, so to start off this creepy look, I'm going in with some toner just to make sure that I have a clean base to work with. And the one that I always use is by THAYERS Witch Hazel. This is like my go-to. While my brow is still a little damp from that toner, I'm gonna go in and smooth it down with my glue stick. And I'm gonna cover this brow completely since this is gonna be like the dead side. Before I go in with foundation, I always like to use a primer to prep my skin first. The one that I'm going in with and that I've been loving lately is the No Pore BLEM. I hate saying it because it just like, it's so hard to say, Pore BLEM primer. And this is by Touch in Soul. It just minimizes your pores and blurs your imperfections. Now for foundation, I'm using the Rimmel London Stay Matte in shade 102. And I'm just tapping this to blend it in. You guys know I love using my hands. For the makeup side of my face, I'm adding concealer to all the areas that I want to look a little brighter, and then I'm just going in and setting it using the Stay Matte powder by Rimmel London. To block out my brow on the dead side, I'm going in with this cream paint by Ben Nye. This is in the Death Wheel, and I'm just using that beige color. Just taking off that crusty foundation from my lips, and then it's on to contouring like the beauty side of my face, and I'm using the True Match powder by L'Oreal in the shade Nut Brown. To add a little bronze, I'm going in with another Stay Matte powder by Rimmel London, and this is in the shade, what is this, Toffee. I wound up contouring my whole nose because I really wasn't sure where I was going to be doing the divider line. So yeah, I'm just contouring my nose. For my makeup brow, I'm using the Anastasia brow powder in the shade Ebony, and I'm just filling that in like normal. And then I'm also taking the James Charles palette in the shade Mary, that's like that mauve-y shade, and I'm pretty much just giving myself a smoky eye, because why not? For highlighting, I'm using the Rainforest of the Sea palette in the shade Treasure, and I'm pretty much just doing my nose, my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, and my chin. I love this highlighting palette, by the way. This is amazing. Moving back into the eyes, I'm using the graphic pen by, I think it's, is it DOUCCE or DOUCCE? I don't know. Somebody tell me! For my winged eyeliner, and then I'm going in with the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced just to prep my eyelashes. Or my eyelash. Yeah. For blush, I'm using my favorite one by Maybelline, and this is in the shade Mauve. Then I'm going in with my wispy lashes by AMOR. I get these on Amazon in bulk, you guys know. These are like my favorite. But yeah, then it's on to the half-dead side. I'm starting out by using a combination of the beige and pink colors from the Ben Nye Death Wheel that we use to conceal my brow. And I'm just using this as like my skin base, just to give me that like full-on like half-dead look. I don't know. But you're gonna wanna use a powder to set it in place, so I think I'm just using one by Ben Nye, but you can use any setting powder for this. To create that divider line for both looks, I'm just going in with the color Eggplant from the Ben Nye Glam Shadow palette, and this is just gonna be the base of the stitches. To give the stitches that raised up look, I'm going in with this concealer by Rimmel London, and this is from their Stay Matte collection in the shade Porcelain. Now for that creepy, dead flesh, almost battered look, I'm going in with the shades Single and Escape. Those are those purple shades. And this is from the James Charles palette. And I'm just blotching this on in random areas just to kind of make it look like sporadic. I don't know. But yeah, so I just want to make sure that I get my eye really good just to give it like that black eye effect. For all the areas that I want to look sunken in, I'm going in with that darker purple shade and I'm just feathering this into like the natural hollows of my features. Features? Why did it go so high pitched? Just to make it look a little more intense. Using the shades Eggplant and Brownberry from the Ben Nye Glam Shadow palette, I'm just creating that infection around the wound, just like it would be like irritated from getting stitches. Also, I'm deepening up that hollowed area around my eye a little bit with the black. Now using Ben Nye's Thick Blood, I'm going over that center line just to add a little bit of depth and make it look a little more realistic. So the texture from this like fake blood just kind of goes into that crease naturally and just creates almost like, it gives kind of the effect of like a deeper wound. So it gives it that depth and it also gives it a natural highlight because of like the wetness from it. Like, I don't know, it like attracts the light and gives it a highlight. I don't know, I'm going too deep into this now. I started using the Butter London like pizza cutter eyeliner thing, but it just wasn't working out. So I went in with that wax base paint by Tag instead, and I'm just drawing each stitch on like about the same size, but I'm altering the direction of each one just so that it doesn't look like perfect, like perfectly aligned. Now that that's done, I'm smoking out more of those hollowed features, and then I'm going back in and adding these little dots besides like each stitch, and this is just gonna create that tug mark. So if you think about an area that's being sewn up, your skin's being pulled together to tighten it, so I'm pretty much just trying to mimic that effect. It's definitely time consuming, but it's well worth it. Grabbing more of that thick blood, I'm just spreading this around like randomly to make it look more lifelike, as if like it was sewn up roughly and like slightly botched. I added some setting powder to mattify that paint on the dead side, and then I'm going in with the liquid lipstick Child Star by Too Faced on the makeup side. For a few quick touches, I'm just adding a brow highlight and then black eyeliner to the dead eye. I straightened my hair real quick and then I added in a gray contact to the dead side just to make it look a little more dead. For some added grossness, I went in and deepened up that infection even more, darkened my eyelashes with some mascara, popped out a few of those stitch lines, added some highlighter to make my bones pop, and now it's on to my favorite part, which is greasing up my hair. So I'm using I think it's called a dry oil spray, and this is like an argan oil spray that I use on a daily basis, but if you use too much of it, you can look like a grease ball like really fast, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm just like lathering it up pretty much, but I just wanted to give it that like, you know, like, I don't know, undead realness. So this is the finished look, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and if there are any other kind of like horror looks that you want me to do. I feel like I always kind of forget about horror and then I wind up doing it and I'm like in the mode to do like 10 more. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. I hope that you guys loved it. Give me a thumbs up if you did, that really helps me out. You can also subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, stay creative.